ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to introduce Pete Sampras.
Thanks, Paulie. I'll never forget that loss in '89. It still keeps me up to today. But good afternoon, everyone. I want to like to thank you all for being here today to celebrate this day. It's truly an honor to be officially inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'd also like to congratulate my fellow inductees as well. We're taking a timeless place in the history of tennis, which is really special. I must say I've always loved the history of the game as much as the game itself. I don't know how or why I picked up a tennis racket at 7, but I did, and it felt natural. My dad. I'd rather be playing tennis right now, so. But my dad, he recognized my talent, and he got me into lessons. And that's where my love affair with the sport began. I remember as a kid hitting balls in our basement. I used to hit at the local park, and as I got older, I saw old tapes of Rod Laver and Ken Rosewall. Now, at the time, I was just fascinated by these guys and how they play their attacking games. But it wouldn't be until later that I would truly appreciate what it takes to be a great champion. Things like the importance of humility and class, sportsmanship and dignity. And fortunately, thanks. Fortunately for me, all these things tapped into my core values and how I was raised. Therefore, I embraced the tradition of the game from the start. In fact, there were times I would think I'm kind of a 50s player living in the 90s. And as a result, I felt a bit misunderstood by some. But by many, I felt embraced and loved. So to my fans, I want to thank you. Your support and mutual respect we have for this great game has always meant a lot to me. Ooh, okay. I come from a very strong and close family. My parents, Sam and Georgia, and my 3 siblings, Gus, Stella, and Marion. My family had no tradition in tennis. Yet from the get-go, my dad gave me every opportunity to play. He did everything in his power to enable me to really play this game of mine. I remember as a kid, my dad taking Stella out to junior tournaments. And as I got older, my mom used to come on the court and hit me balls so I could hit them. And she didn't know what she was doing, but but she was great. So they're both involved in my junior game, but they never meddled when it came time for coaches or strategy or strokes. They were more concerned about me playing well and winning, than winning. For example, when I was 14, I had a two-handed backhand. I switched to a one-handed backhand. And they encouraged this process. Most people thought I was actually crazy for doing it, and I had moments where I thought maybe it was the wrong thing to do. But it was this big picture thinking like this that would go on to really define my career. So my dad, he was the provider, my mom the nurturer. Having said that, there's a toughness on my mom's score that few have seen. I believe that's where I got my determination and my competitiveness and my drive from my mom. Those are virtues I inherited from somewhere deep under my mom's softness. As for my siblings, throughout my entire life, I've always felt their support, and never once did I feel any jealousy or animosity from any of them, which to me says a lot about our family. They kept my life balanced. They kept my life real. And now that we all share a newfound role as parents, we continue to grow and grow closer and closer. And I admire them with a lot of respect. So to Gus, Stella, and Marion, and to my parents, thank you for supporting me, and it's harder than I thought. Supporting me, for giving me advice, and for reminding me to always have faith. I love you guys, and this moment is a celebration of all of you as much as it is for me. I won my first U.S. Open at 19, and the truth is I wasn't ready for all that came with it. For the better part of 2 years, it went by, in kind of a fog. And the man who helped me through this time was my coach, Tim Gullickson. Tim was tough. He had a no-nonsense, blue-collar approach to the game, and our personalities couldn't have been more different. I was inward. He was the life of the party. But it was Tim who instilled in me a work ethic that I never had. My talent had gotten me to a certain level, but it was Tim who pushed me to practice hard and to practice with a purpose. He was also the one who got me over the hump at a tournament where I did pretty well, Wimbledon. Truth is, for the first few years in London, I hated grass court tennis. But it was Tim who changed my attitude. He made a few changes technically. And I can honestly say it was Tim who, through his mentality and his work ethic, that got me to be the best player in the world. Our highly productive and wonderful relationship was cut drastically short when Tim was diagnosed with cancer, and in early '95 he was no longer able to travel with me. In one of his last appearances, he attended a Davis Cup tie in Las Vegas.